Okay. So anyhow, so that's all about traceability matrix. And let's see, we need to write the test cases. So we have seen usability test cases today. Now let's see ATM test cases. So ATM test cases, you know already, you are using already ATM application, right? So verify card insertion. Verify operation with the wrong angle of card insertion. This is a negative test case. Verify operation with invalid card insertion, like scratches on card, Trekken card, and other bank cards, time expired cards. If you insert, it won't process, right? This is another negative test case. Verify language selection. It will ask, select the language. So verify PIN number entry. So then once you select the language, it will go to enter your PIN, some screen we will get. So if you enter correct PIN, it will move to next thing. Verify operation with the wrong PIN number entry. Verify operation when PIN number is entered wrongly 3 consecutive times. What will happen? You need to see that also. Verify account type selection. These are all test case names. Okay. Verify operation when wrong account type is selected. So there are generally in the India, we have current account and savings account, right? So that account type, if you select wrong one, so what will happen? So verify withdrawal option selection. Verify amount entry. So this amount entry, you should be very careful, and multiple test cases you will get. So less than the whatever the amount you have, that you try. Exactly whatever the amount you have, that amount you need to try, and more than the amount you need to try. So you have to apply the boundary conditions there. Okay. So verify operation with the wrong denominations of amount, like tens or 50s, you won't get, right? That is not possible. And that you try, wrong denominations. Verify withdrawal operation success. Correct amount, correct receipt, able to take cards back. That's a successful withdrawal operation. Verify operation when the amount for withdrawal is less than possible. Verify operation when the network has problem. Verify operation when the ATM is lack of amount. Verify operation when the amount for withdrawal is less than minimum amount. So verify operation when the current transaction is greater than number of transactions per limit. And verify cancel after insertion of a card. Verify cancel after language selection. These are all negative cases. Verify cancel after PIN number entry. Verify cancel after account type selection. So verify cancel after withdrawal option selection. Verify cancel after amount entry. So these are all, you're validating the cancel button in different screens, right? So this is the how you can write more test cases. You can write still you can write more test cases. But see how many test cases we got for ATM, 24 high level, but still you have more test cases. So this is the how to write the test case names. Verify or validate, you have to write. So you can write the test cases like this. So that we are going to see now. And let's go and see. Same, you see, how can you prepare test case for shutdowning the computer? These are the few test cases I give. So just go through this for washing machine also. So you all know washing machine, how it operates. So that you try a positive and negative test case. Just to watch all this, each and every test case, how they have written, and watch that. That's very, very important. Same thing you can apply for anything new requirement comes. So you will get some idea how to write. Both you have to think positive and negative case. Always. Please keep this point in mind when you are writing test cases. So wherever possibility is there, negative test case also you have to write, not only positive cases. Okay. Now let me show you for one scenario, we'll write the test cases. So that is, so this is the website we are using. And then, so I'm just taking a simple login page, okay? Form authentication link I'm clicking. For this, we're writing the test cases. So here you can observe, so all these fields you need to verify: username, edit box, password, edit box, login button. So this is the correct username. If you enter correct username, correct password, then click on login button. It will allow you to go to next page. See, you got a success message also here. Secure area page. You reached the other page, not login page. Then if you click on logout, it will go to login page back. So then you don't give any, that's the first test case. Entering a valid username, valid password. So valid use case, that one, valid test case, that one. That's one test case. Second test case is, so don't enter any data here and click on login button. So what is happening? You see this. So what you got? Your username is invalid. This is a negative test case. This is the negative test case. This is the negative test case. Okay. See, if I enter first one more test case, I'll enter. See, I didn't enter here both. So that's a one test case. Leaving the both username field and password field blank. Then I'm clicking on the login button. These are the steps you need to write. Then we'll enter first valid username, then invalid password. See, I will enter my own password. Click on login button. What is the error message you are getting? Okay. So this is just a minute. So that's a invalid. Previously we have given. Now I'm giving a valid username. Now what is the message you are getting? Your password is invalid because I have given the password wrong. Now, next time I'll give a wrong username and correct password. So then see what is the see the combinations I'm taking. Correct password I'm giving. Now see what is the message you're getting. Your username is invalid. You're getting. That's the message you're getting. So this is how you can see that. And one more thing is, both invalid you do. So what will happen is, so these are all the combination of cases you have to take. So what are the cases I told you? First one is a valid. Enter valid username, valid password. Then it should allow you to log in. Second test case, enter valid username, invalid password. That's a one test case. You should get a proper error message, appropriate error message. So leave the both fields blank. So another test case. Leave the both invalid. So enter both invalid. So another test case. So enter invalid username, valid password. So that's another test case. So these are the combination of different test cases we have to take. We don't know, right, which user is going to give what data. So that we need to test it thoroughly. So that one, I'm going to show you all the test cases. Let's go and then I'll give you for other thing, but first I'll show you how to write the test case for this. See, from the opening the URL 2. So I'm going to navigate from opening the URL to till this page. So this is a main home page. After home page, you have to go to that page. How you will navigate that, we'll see that. Okay. Now, so how can we write the test case for this? Let me show you. I'll open our test case document so that you will get a better idea. Okay, let's see that. First, you should have what are the test case document format, right? We should get the test case document format. So this document, I'll share it with you so that you can get a better idea. So this is the test case template. So this is the test case template. What are will be there? Test case ID. So requirement number, test case name, test data, precondition, description, expected result, actual result. But expected and actual result only, so that is important for us. So let me show you. Yeah, so this is the one. See, and let me delete this. Okay. So now, while writing the test cases, you will write only till expected result. Why? Because we don't have application, right? That's why we have to write till expected result only. Expected result you will get from where? From where?
Client requirement.
Client requirement document.
From clients.
From requirement document you will get. FRS document you will get expected result. Again repeating. This is the interview question. From where you will get your expected result. This is the several times asked interview question. Please keep that in mind. You will get expected result from client requirement document. Client requirement document, you will get it. And actual result from where you will get? From application. Once application is ready, then you will get actual result. So while testing the application, you will see the application behavior. That behavior you will write here in the actual result. Then you will compare both are same or not. Then you will fill the status. That is execution time. Test case execution I told, right? So when the test case execution will start once the build is given to you, right? Once the build is given to you. That time only we'll do that. Am I right or not? Once the build is ready, then only will fill these fields, actual result and status bug IDs. These three fields. But writing the test case, this is the one, how to write. See, first one, TC01, FRS 01. Just sample, I'm taking this requirement number, but you have to follow the requirement document to get this requirement number. This I'm just taking as a sample. But there you will have a requirement 1, requirement 2, like that. Numbers will be there. That number you can do. There is some code you can use. Okay, that requirement name you can shortcut, and you can give that a requirement number 1 like that. Then test case name. That's what I told you, right? Test case name. Verify HerokuApp home page. This is the HerokuApp home page. So this is the HerokuApp home page. Okay, this is the HerokuApp home page. And so that's my test case name. So what is the test data for me? The URL, right? The URL is the test data because I'm inputting the data in the address bar of the browser. So that's why my test data is URL, Unified Resource Locator, which your application URL. Because I am writing for this HerokuApp, that's why that is my input data. That's why this is my test data. So you need to prepare test data also. Precondition, there is nothing precondition, right? Launch any browser. The steps you have to write. How you can open any application? First, you have to open any browser, either Chrome browser or Firefox browser, Edge browser, or Safari browser, whatever it is. You have to open any browser. That's the first step. Then type the URL in the address bar. Type the URL in the address bar. Then press enter key. Then what you will get, HerokuApp homepage should be displayed. You have to write should. Should keyword must be there in the expected result. Should or will, these keywords must be used in the expected result. So HerokuApp homepage should be displayed. Okay. That's the first test case. Okay. Now, let's say second test case. What is the second test case? Test case TC02 FRS01. So this is how you need to write. Verify form authentication link in HerokuApp homepage. You need to verify HerokuApp homepage page inside this form authentication link is present or not. Let's go and see that. See here, form authentication link is present or not. I'm thinking just a verification. That's the verification means. Verification means just verify whether it is present or not. So this is what you need to check when you get application. So now I am expecting this should be present. So say second, test data nothing because already open. Precondition is HerokuApp homepage should be displayed. If it is application is open only, I can verify this link, right? Otherwise I cannot verify. The precondition is this one. So verify the form authentication link in home page. Form authentication link, expected result is form authentication link should be available in HerokuApp homepage. See, I'm clearly using should be available in HerokuApp homepage. Next, test case 3. FRS01. This all belongs to same requirement. See how many test cases you got for the one requirement. 3 test cases. This is the traceability. This is the traceability. One requirement got 3 test cases. This is called traceability matrix. In the requirement, the test case document itself, you are preparing the traceability matrix. In the requirement, requirement and your test case, you are mapping in the test case document. This is called traceability matrix. Right. So, third test case, validate form authentication link. Validate means what? Actual testing, right? You will perform the action on that element. So, HerokuApp homepage should be displayed. That's my precondition. If it is available only, I can click on that. So, the step name is click on form authentication link. So I'm clicking on the form authentication link. Then what is the expectation? System should navigate to login page. Where it has to go when you click on this in the requirement document, you will tell very clearly. When you click on form authentication link, it should navigate to login page. That one statement he will give, but you have to write in the test case format. So you have to distribute. So description place, you have to write the action step and then where it should go. So that you have to write in the expected result. What is your expectation? When you click on this, what is your expectation? So it should go to navigate and it should navigate to login page. That's your expectation. If it is not going, then that is a bug. So that you will come to know while execution time. So execution time, you will fill this actual list. Okay, that's a test case. Next test case is say requirement 2. I'm just taking a sample. Okay, second page, right? That's why I'm changing the requirement also. Changing the requirement also. Requirement 2. Verify login page content. Login page content. That means what fields are there. That I am checking here. That I am verifying. So let's click on the form authentication. And so this is the content means. This is the heading. Login page heading. Welcome text. Username edit box. Password edit box. Login button. These are all content we call this. So that's what I have written here also. So what is that? So HerokuApp login page should be displayed. That's my precondition. There is no test data. The test case name is verify login page content. So verify the login page content, login page header text. What is the login page header text here? This is the login page header text heading for this section. Next, welcome text paragraph. This is the welcome text paragraph. Then username edit box. So this is called edit box. The name is username edit box. Name for this control is username edit box. Then password edit box. See, every controls are both the same. Why you are saying password? So this is as a name. Password edit box. Username edit box. You have to tell very clearly. Every person has a name, right? Like that in the web page, every element has a name. Remember that very simple logic. Every element has a name. Not all same. Don't say edit box, edit box. Which edit box? How do they know? You are referring which edit box? There are two edit boxes here. Which edit box? You got the question why you should not try to edit box? You should say very clearly username edit box. Password edit box. The first name, then type of element. You have to tell very clearly. This is the page, this is the heading, but I'm telling login page heading, I'm saying. Heading is the element type. But what is the name? Login page is the name for that heading, the header text. So this is the button, but what is the button name? Login button. There are many button names will be there, but here the button name is a login. So that's why very specifically you have to tell name first, then type of element. This I explained in the WebDriver first HTML theory classes. Element categories, all I have given. The element names you should know as a tester. This is the very crucial. If you don't know what type of element is this, you cannot write in the test case document. That's why it's very clear. See, that's why I've very specifically written nicely here. So anybody can understand this language. So then login page should display below content. Login page header text, welcome text paragraph, username edit box, password edit box, login button. These all fields must be there when it navigates to login page here. If anything missing, that's a bug. Your customer is expecting all these things. If anything missing, then that is a bug. So you can file the bug if anything is missing, in your pages. Okay, that's a one test case. Next, test case 5. So validate login with valid credentials. Validate login with valid credentials. So what are the username? This is the test data. I'm preparing test data. Username, valid username, right? They have given here valid username, Tom Smith. That I have written here. Password. So next second input data is password. That second input data is super secret password. They have given very clearly here. So those two are the valid. So that I have given valid username, valid password. So validate login with valid credentials. That's the test case name. So the precondition is HerokuApp login page should be displayed. Then only you can validate, right? HerokuApp home page is not there, you cannot validate. That's my precondition. The precondition means before doing all these actions, what is the page you are expecting? Otherwise, I don't need to write again. These are all these steps, right? These steps I don't need to write again. That's why precondition I kept it here. Okay. If you want to do these actions, what is my precondition? So enter valid username in username edit box, first step. Enter valid password in password edit box, second step. Third step, click on login button. These are the steps you need to write very, very clearly. These steps are crucial. The same steps you will write in the bug reporting template. While reporting the defect, these steps you will write. These are the steps only will write in the defect template. How to prepare the defect also I'll show you. Okay. So this is the steps you will write in the defect template. While reporting the defect, so this is the one you will write there. That's the test case document is crucial, and that is the one core responsibility of tester. Any company you go, first you have to prepare the test case document before starting the testing. Without test case document, they won't allow you to perform the testing. Where are the test cases? They will ask. So that's why practice more on test case. I'll give you more exercises, practice. So that will help you. You will get a idea. Next. So, okay, you enter correct username, password, and click on login button. So where it is navigating, system should navigate to secure area page and should display success message. You logged into secure area. This is the message you are expecting. Your expectation only writing here. Still you don't have, you assume that you don't have application. You only have a requirement document. These are all you are preparing with a requirement document based. Basis on the requirement document, you are preparing this. Next test case. See that. FRS03. Verify the secure area page content. So once it is login with this, it is going to next page, right? That page content I am validating. So the same thing I'm doing here. Here I have application, that's what I'm doing. Generally, you don't have application while writing the test cases. Okay, this is the one. You logged into a secure area, this success message, the secure area heading, the welcome text, and logout button. So these are the things I have written here. Verify secure area page content and a secure area header text, welcome text, logout button, success message bar with the close icon. You can see that there is a close icon here. We have to validate this also. When you click on this, the success bar should disappear. Whether it is disappearing or not also, you need to. Sometimes it won't work. If there is an issue in the code, it won't work, right? So these are the all bugs. You have to validate all these things, whether it is working or not. When I click on that, it's disappeared. That's a functionality. So when you click on logout, it should log out. So that I am doing here. Next test case. So secure area page should display below content. All this content are the one test case I have written. Next, Second test case, validate secure area page, secure area message, close icon. I clicked on that, right? So we have seen just now. That step is click on close icon. Success message bar should disappear. It is disappeared, right? I clicked on that close icon. So the action is, step is click on close icon. I clicked on that. It disappeared. Next test case. FRS03, validate logout button. Validate, because you are doing action on this. You're doing action, click action on this logout. So that's what the step was. Click on logout button. That's the step name. So system should navigate to, system should log out from the secure area page and return to login page with a success message. You logged out of the secure area. So that's what you are going to see that. See, it is returned to login page and you got a success message and it logged out and reached to login page. So that's my expectation. Then next, validate login with the empty credentials. FRS04, next test case I given. FRS03, you got a 3 test cases. I think. Yeah, 3 test cases. 3 test cases. FRS04, negative test cases. So these are all negative test cases. Positive means giving a valid data. That's a positive test case. But this validating login with the empty credentials. Empty credentials, you are not giving any data. See, leaving blank, username, password. The data, test data is blank. HerokuApp login page should be displayed. That's my precondition. And leave the username edit box empty. Leave the password edit box empty. Click on login button. Click on login button. System should display appropriate error message. Your username is invalid. Your username is invalid. So that's a message you should get. Okay. Now, next test case. See, all these combinations I'm taking. Validate login with valid username and invalid password. See, combinations we are taking. First, we are given both leave blank. Next combination, valid username and invalid password. So the username is Tom Smith. Password is the wrong password I have given here. The test data also you have to prepare. That's important. So what data you want to enter, you should prepare in advance before getting your build, before getting your environment for testing. You have to do all these things. Then see, first enter valid username in username edit box. First step. Second step, enter invalid password in password edit box. Click on login button. System should display appropriate error message. Your password is invalid. That's your expectation. So your password is invalid. That's what I have shown you also. Next test case. Validate login with valid username and invalid password. So valid username, invalid password, we have seen already, right? I think this is wrong. Invalid username. This is just a small mistake. Invalid username and valid password. Valid password. See, invalid username, valid password. So enter invalid username in username edit box. Enter valid password in password edit box. Click on login button. System should display appropriate error message. Your username is invalid. That's the message you should get. You're expecting that message. If that message is not giving by your application, you should file a bug. You should report the defect. That's why test cases are very important. Verify password display in password edit box. Password is this one, and HerokuApp login page should be displayed. Enter the password in password field. Enter the password in password field. System should display password in asterisk format. So that's how it should display. If it is not displaying like that's a bug. So any deviation is there with this expected result. So you can report the defects. This is how you need to prepare the test case. Okay. And I'll give you one exercise, same way you prepare it. Okay. So go to Rediff.com. This is exercise for. This is exercise for. I'll share that. Okay, that link. Please give your mail IDs in the chat so that I'll share this test case document with you guys. So now this is the Rediff page you have to open and check this sign in link is present in the home page of Rediff. Same way I have written there also. Click on sign in. Next to test cases, validate the sign in link. And it will go to the login page, right? Same way we have seen the HerokuApp also. Almost similar steps. Third steps, all three are the similar steps, same as a HerokuApp. Now, you need to validate this login section. See, many fields are here. Many fields are here. One is Rediff mail logo, then username edit box, password edit box, sign in button. This is the one you can see here. Extra test case you will get here. Keep me signed in. What is this? A checkbox. This is the checkbox name. What is the name for that? Keep me signed in name they have given. But this one is a checkbox element. The element type is checkbox. So what is the element type? This one, if you find anywhere like this, what is this type of element? Checkbox. And all this forget password link. If you see when you mouse over on the any element, if you get a hand icon and blue color, that's a link. It's a link element. So the link name here is forget password. Then secure area logo, secured login logo, that lock icon. And another card is create a new account card. Create a new account link with the card. This is another card. So all this is the content you have to write, whether it is present or not. Okay. Then apart from these test cases, extra test cases, you will get one more test case extra here. One is checked and unchecked. When you uncheck, what is the behavior? When you check this, what is the behavior you should know? So when you check this, the behavior is next time when you open Rediff mail, you should log in automatically. It should log in with the username and password. If you check this checkbox. Then if you don't check, again it should ask you enter username and password. That's a behavior of a test case. The checkbox behavior. Okay. Forget password. Just validate this forget password. So I'm validate means you are performing click action. Don't do any action here. Okay. Just validate. You should navigate to forget password page. Then come back. Just validating, that's it. All this, this section links you are validating. Then click validate, create new account link. Another test case. So it should navigate to registration page, come back. That's a one test case. This is the here one test case, forget password one test case, keep me signed in two test cases you will get here. What are the two test cases? Login without checking this checkbox. Login with checking this checkbox. These are the two test cases you will get for this checkbox. The behavior you know. So that is the, here this checkbox has a two test cases. Forget password is one test case. Create new account is one test case. Normal login test case, all positive, negative, you write it. And then when this is the Rediff.com logo, when you click on Rediff.com, it should navigate to home page. This is another one more test case. These are all test cases I have given to you directly. Okay, I have given all the test cases how to write. So how many test cases extra you need to write? Rediff.com validation, forget password validation, create a new account validation, and keep me signed in checkbox validation. Extra you are getting. These are the extra test cases you will get apart from that I have explained there. Okay, so for this you write a test cases and send it to me. So I'll review that. So this is the exercise for you. Okay, so any questions here?
No, sir.